Hello and welcome. This video is all about the Mokwheel Tarmac ST e-bike. This is a hybrid e-bike that has torque and cadence sensor. It is a city commuter, but it can handle some trails as well. They say it has a top speed of 28 miles per hour, but I will test that. It can go up to 60 miles on a single charge, can hold a maximum payload of 300 pounds. It's equipped with a 750 watt motor, comes in 3 different colors: smoke gray, crimson red, and hazelnut yellow. So let's take this e-bike for a test ride. So that will be first. Afterwards, I'm going to show you some basic functions if you've never used an e-bike. And finally, the last part of this video will be assembly. So if you're looking for that, assembly starts at the timestamp shown right here. Speed test. On the website, it says it goes up to 28 miles an hour. Let's see if it comes that way or if I have to fiddle around with it. As I speed up, I'm going to put it on the hardest gear to pedal in, and then switch it over to pedal assist 5 and pedal as fast and hard as I can. I don't want to bore you guys too much, so let's just kind of skip over to right before it hits 28 miles per hour, and then it actually exceeds it by a little bit. Max speed for me was like 30 point just over 30 miles per hour. Next, throttle only. It's this little lever right here. I'm gonna leave it on pedal assist 5 and see what happens. Yeah, it really doesn't matter what pedal assist mode you have it on. It works the same for all of them. It caps it around just over 20 miles per hour. And I don't think there's a way you can override that, but let's see. I'm gonna go into the menu, which is just holding plus and minus at the same time. We got language. Oh, there's a whole bunch of different languages. German, Deutsch, French, Spanish, Italian, Netherlands. And is there more? That's it. Next one down is assist level. So I can have 5 different assist levels or 3. I'm gonna leave it at 5. Voltage level, I'm not gonna mess with. Wheel diameter, I'm not gonna mess with that either. They are 27.5 inches in diameter. To exit out of here, it's just the back arrow or left blinker arrow. Yep, this thing has blinkers. And what's neat about the blinkers, which I'll show you in a second, but look at the screen. When I click left, it shows me left on the screen. I like how it shows it on the screen because a lot of times it doesn't. A lot of these e-bike companies don't even bother to put that on here. And this is a nice reminder. A clicky sound would be better, but this is good. And then to turn it off, you just click that same direction again. This is both a torque and cadence sensor. It's a hybrid, so it kind of alternates between the two. So as I'm speeding up, pedaling harder, it is torque sensor. And then once I get to the specific speed for that pedal assist mode, it switches to cadence sensor. So it's a little bit of a workout to get up to the speed that you want, but once you get there, it's pretty easy breezy. Anyway, that's how I think it works because it doesn't say anywhere that it actually works that way. That's just what I'm feeling from riding the bike. But on the site, it does say it has both torque and cadence sensors. Maybe I should explain the difference between torque and cadence. So with torque, it feels more like a real bike. It reacts to how you pedal instead of just giving it a fixed amount of assistance, which is what a cadence sensor does. I am coming up to my hill, which at its steepest point is about 26 degrees towards the top it is. So I'm gonna get ready to go on this hill. Oops, wrong way. I need this on the easiest gear to pedal in, gear 1, pedal assist 5, and I feel like I'm gonna need a running start. So let's see how it does. A little bit of a strain there at the point where it went to 26 degrees, but it made it. Located in the center of the rear wheel is the motor. 750 watts with peak power of 920 watts, 75 Newton meters of torque. And this is all powered by a 48 volt, 15 ampere hour battery, which is UL certified. The battery is hidden in the frame, and that is the only thing you need a key for. You do not need a key to start this bike. The brakes are hydraulic disc brakes. So instead of using a cable to stop, they use oil. To be exact, it's mineral oil. These are more maintenance, but they also have more stopping power. The Tarmac ST is equipped with a Shimano 8-speed gear shift system. And since it has a hybrid sensor with torque and cadence, the gears definitely do come in handy. But like with most e-bikes, you could really just leave it on one and not even mess around with that. Unless you're going up a hill, or it's just really hard to get going on gear 8, which it can be, but that motor will kick in less than half a turn of the pedals. I always rode a boy's bike when I was younger, so it had a bar right here, but I'm really appreciating these step-through designs. It's a lot easier to get on and off the bike. The range, it's gonna vary. They say it's between 50 to 60 miles on a single charge, but that is pedal assist 1, flat paved ground, no wind, just ideal conditions, and also the rider weight matters. Oh yeah, and the max payload for this, including anything you have on the rear rack, this is total 300 pounds. So if you're just sitting there like a lump holding down the throttle, it's a little jerky. I'm kind of, unless you have it going full speed, trying to maintain a specific, a slower speed with the throttle and doing this one-handed, that's pretty jerky. But yeah, if you're just sitting here like a lump and doing nothing at all, full electric mode, you're probably gonna reduce that range by half. You know what, there's one thing I never show, and that's cruise control. A lot of these e-bikes have it, so let's try it out. I'm gonna go into full electric mode, get to a speed I wanna be at, hold down minus. It's a bit awkward, because you have to do it with one hand at the same time. There we go. I don't know if you can see that little icon that popped up on there, but I'm in cruise control. As I mentioned before, with the throttle, no matter what pedal assist mode you're on, it will go the max speed, but you don't have to hold it down all the way. And if you feel like it's a little bit too jerky by trying to get it to maintain a specific speed, then just switch to cruise control. Yeah, I think that the positioning is a bit awkward. First I have to kind of get to the speed I want to get to. So you have to kind of try to get it where you want it to be. Hold down the minus button, and then once you see a little symbol appear, a little icon, you're in cruise control. Another feature this bike has is walk assist mode. So you don't have to push the bike, the motor does all the work for you. And to activate this, you hold down the minus button, and the bike will slowly start moving forward. I love the big wheels, 27.5 inches in diameter. The tires that are on here, it's kind of an all-terrain tire. Like, you can go a little bit on light gravel, grass, maybe some very packed sand. I wouldn't go on beach sand with these though. Yeah, it's not much of an off-road bike. It can handle very light off-road because there is no suspension in the back, and when you hit a bump, you feel it. The seat looks really comfy, but to me it's not the most comfortable thing, and there's no bounce to it. I would like some bounce, but luckily there is suspension in the front, so you could have a more bouncy ride. Or if you don't want that, you can flip this over for a more rigid ride, so then that won't move at all. I think I'm a fairly tall lady. I know there's much taller ones out there. For reference, I am 5 feet 8 inches, and according to the company, this e-bike fits riders 5 feet 6 inches all the way to 6 feet 8 inches. I don't know if it would actually fit somebody that's 6 foot 8 inches, but the seat and handlebars are somewhat adjustable. And for taller people, those big wheels help as well. These are 27.5 inches in diameter and 2.4 inches wide. For my height, I feel like this bike was a perfect fit. I had a really enjoyable ride, and for the first time in, oh boy, I think it's been several months, I finally took the bike to this area right here. I haven't been here in a while because they've been doing a lot of construction and it's just been loud and dusty. Overall, I really do enjoy this bike. I love the big wheels. It's easy to use. It's got a very clear menu system as well. It's a smooth ride, a practical city commuter that can handle a little bit of off-road, just nothing too crazy. Alrighty, so that's it. I'm gonna toodle-oodly-loo my buns home, because it's starting to drizzle. I checked the weather, it wasn't even supposed to rain today, but that's Florida. It just kind of comes at you when it feels like it. So that's that.
If you're interested in this e-bike, it is $16.99, free shipping, and it comes in this color, which is tan. There's also red and gray. Alrighty, cheesy outro time. Toodaloo-doo. Bye. Oh wait, it's not really bye, is it? Because next up is assembly. And well, I guess before that, maybe I should show how to operate the bike for those that have never used an e-bike before. Okay, so sort of bye. To turn the bike on, you hold down this power button right here until something appears on the screen. And to turn it off, it's the same thing. You hold the same button until it all turns off. The plus and minus buttons are to adjust your pedal assist level. So the higher, the more assistance from the motor. The blinkers, I already showed you. It's these little arrows over here. And then to turn off a blinker, you just click that same arrow again. The minus button is also for walk assist mode. If you look closely, there's a little dude on a bike there. So if you hold that down, the bike will start moving slowly forward. And then the plus button is also the light button. So if you hold that down, the headlight will turn on. And the headlight is built right into the frame. Sometimes the headlight doesn't turn off when the bike turns off, but I do believe it does with this one. Yep, and the throttle is right here. Make sure it's on 0 when you do this in the house, because it will go forward. Oh, and I didn't show you guys a little dinger bell. I've never seen one like this. It's just like a piece of metal that wraps around. Not my favorite. I prefer the electronic ones. If you want to see how to assemble this bike, that's next. Whew, this box was insanely hard to open. Before I get into assembly, let's see what's in this box. Ooh, I love it when the tools come like this. Some zip ties, user manual, pedals, a whole bunch of parts, screws and things. Hopefully they're extras and I don't need them, but we'll see. A screwdriver, a keychain. What is this? It's the screen. I usually don't see them detached like this. Maybe they did it so it wouldn't get messed up in shipping. And finally, in here will be the charger. And I am gonna give it a full charge before I ride the bike. They usually come with a little bit, sometimes nothing, but usually there's something on there. But I wanna charge up that battery to full. I am going to start with the handlebars this time. So I need this facing the other way. So I'm gonna loosen up these. There's a couple screws here. I can't get it to turn. Usually loosening up these is enough, but it's not moving at all. Oh boy, was that really tightened down. I couldn't do it. I had to have my husband do it, and I told him not to do more than that, but he ended up installing the handlebars. So that's just these 4 screws here. They come out, then you put the handlebars on, and you screw those back down. But yeah, this was on there so incredibly tight that the tools included would not have done the job. This isn't really that heavy of a bike, so I think to install the front wheel, I'm gonna flip it. I don't think I've seen one that comes like this, but I do know that I have to unscrew it here, and I think it's just from this one side. Ah. There's the axle, and then I don't need this piece. Oh yeah, there's this little plastic piece between the brake pads. Once that's out, don't hit the brakes. And now I'm gonna put the wheel on here. Stick the axle through. Can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm screwing that end piece back on. I don't really know what to call it. It doesn't quite look like a nut. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this back in. Cool. I think before I flip this over, I'm going to install the kickstand. The screws for it are in this little baggie, and I'm just gonna go ahead and screw those in there. Now, I think I can flip it back. Perfect. The fender, it can be put on before you put on the front wheel, but I usually put them on after. And it looks like this one's the adjustable kind. So for now, I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. There's a screw here, and a screw on the other side. So I'm gonna take all those out and then install this and just fast forward through this part because it's really boring. When I originally pulled this out of the box, I was pretty perplexed, but it's for the rear rack. So I have to slide this through here, and this part will attach right here, and the screw's already there. I'm kind of propping up the fender while I'm doing this. And then back up over here, I need to tighten down the screw to hold that metal bar plate thing in place. The pedals, the right one screws in clockwise. Definitely go ahead and use a tool to tighten this down. And then left pedal will screw in there counterclockwise, but I'm not gonna show it. I'm just gonna do this real quick off video. Now that everything's assembled, I'm gonna go back to the front over here, and I'm going to be installing the screen. So I'm going to loosen up these little screws. Actually, I'm gonna take out these little screws and then position this right here. But I think I'm gonna cut off what is this? Oh, I see. It's a little cap for the screw hole that's right here. And I'm also gonna take the keys, screw the screws back in there. And then let's see how this goes on. They just snap in there. Looks like the battery is in here. I'm gonna take this panel off. There's the battery. I'm gonna unlock it and pop it out of there. This guy is 48 volts, 15 ampere hour.
Okie dokie, that completes my video. Thank you to those who stayed to the end. But now it's definitely time for me to toodle-doodle-lee-loo myself out of here. Toodle-doodle-lee-loo.